is Stephanie Scott, and I am also known as I. And for those of you that don't know me, I am the spokesperson and the messenger of the messenger. And whoever that messenger is to you, and whoever and whatever resonates with your spirit during this time that we're spending together and sharing, I want you to tap into that. It's very important that we notice that stillness within us. It's very important that we try to take some time throughout the day in our busy time, moving and shaking and doing the things that we need to do in order to make this time here spent count. I understand. But what I find important that outweighs every urgency in life, and that is that time we spend in our own stillness, in our own spirit, focused on that oneness, and remembering that oneness that we all have and that we all share in this huge body, spirit body that we share. When God says that we're created in His image, and we try to understand what that means for ourselves in comparison to what may or may not have been taught. And sometimes it can be confusing, and sometimes it can be very difficult to bring those infinite values into a physical, temporal existence, matrix, if you will, and try to understand it with our natural minds. But it's not something that's that hard to understand from a perspective of theological knowledge, and that the theologians have taught us in the churches that we attend regularly, or if not in just our minds and our hearts, and try to have a belief that we are imperfect. But that's a lie, because you are perfect. You're perfect just the way you are. There's no getting perfect. There's no getting spiritual. There's no chasing after what is already your birthright. Your birthright is you are already one with God. We are already one with each other. It's when we try to comprehend and understand and receive those things that satisfy our ego, which edges God out, is when we find ourselves stumbling and going through different things in life that could have been avoided if we only had a better understanding of who we are. But I want to just come to you in this brief moment while I was having some quiet time, and I know this kind of contradicts the quiet time moment because I'm sharing in the moment, but I'm going to make an effort, special effort, to touch base with you and just remind you of the importance of tapping into that oneness, recalling and remembering that oneness that is you. And we have come a long way, but yet we have to go a long way. And I'm not here, and I will never, ever, 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 ever tell you that I have it all together, that I know it all, that I am better than you, that I have more than you, that I am more talented than you, that I have more to say than you, you understand how insane and out of control that can get? And how energy draining it can be, because you're listening to all of these things and you're watching all of these things in our media on a daily basis. If you're not listening to the music, you're watching the television, you're listening to the news, you're pouring all of these things that are so contradicting to what is the reality, that it's disturbingly confusing. And you wonder why you get tired, and you wonder why you come down with all of these diseases, and you wonder why we're having things acceptable into our society that really, really, we know on certain levels is not beneficial to us as an individual or to us as a whole. But we try to stay open-minded. We try to say that we want to be liberal. We want to accept different mindsets into our presidential office. And I really have nothing bad to say about that, because I really don't have $5 million. I don't have $5 million. So I'm not going to say anything bad about that. Not that I wanted to or even had anything bad to say. I commend the works. I commend the effort. I commend the success. I commend all of that. Man, I push us all to go out there and be just as big and bold as what we've been witnessing. I think we all need to do that. And that would really take us to another level. And I think sometimes everything that needs to be done doesn't need to be said. But if we all focused in the right place at the right time with the right thoughts, we could change not only our world, but our universe. And I didn't write anything down. I didn't take any notes. I'm just bringing this message to you because I'm feeling led to. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know how many I'm talking to. I don't even know if you're listening. But that doesn't matter, because I'm here in this moment doing exactly what I am supposed to be doing. And how do I know that? Never mind that my hair is not all in place. Never mind that my makeup is not really to where I really would want it to be, so I can be nice and pretty for the camera. That's so not important. What is important is giving you the message that I feel led to give you. What is important is sharing from a spiritual point of view, whereas love is priority. Love is the only thing, the only motive, the only reality. A lot of us think that love is overrated. I mean, what's love got to do with it? Huh? What's love got to do with it? Well, love has everything to do with it. You are love. You walk in love whether you realize it or not. It's the only thing that makes your heart beat. It's the only thing that makes you get out of the bed and do something. Even if you're feeling depressed and you're unable to move in your spirit person as you desire to. But that's even more reason to tap in and remember that oneness. Maybe you are feeling anxiety and you just, oh my God, you're manic and you just can't bring it down. That's even more reason. Maybe you're finding yourself worrying about that financial situation that you're facing and you just can't pull enough funds in to cover it. And you're worried about what the family's going to think. And you're worried about what the friend's going to think. You're worried about what they're going to say about you on the job. You're wondering about what they're going to say about you at church. You're wondering about... Don't worry about what they're going to think. Don't worry about what they're going to do. Your only focus should be, how do I tap into who I am? How do I tap into what I am feeling led to do, what I am feeling led to say, what I am feeling led to go? Because where everyone else is hearing to go and do and say and be is not the same direction that you have. If we look at it this way, and someone very wise told me, life can be like a puzzle. It's up to you to figure out your piece. And when you figure out your piece, and this is just coming to me, once you figure out that piece, guess what you're going to have? Peace. Once you figure out that piece, you will have peace. Wisdom can come in at a drop of a second. See how it can just come in without you even thinking about it. I told you in one of my lectures, I mentioned how I feared public speaking, especially in an intimate situation, because I used to get caught up in, oh, maybe I won't have the right thing to say. How are they going to receive what I have to say? How am I going to find the words? Oh God, should I write it down so I don't forget anything? There's so many what ifs, maybes, maybe nots. But the one thing that is important to always keep in the forefront of your mind is I can. No matter what they say, no matter what I say, I just do it and let it go. Don't worry, because people are going to say what they want to say anyway. They're going to criticize anyway. They're going to judge anyway. People find these things to do when they don't know who they are. Because if what someone else and myself and someone else is doing disturbs you, then that's more reason to look at you. What is it about me? What is it in me that's causing this person to pull up so much anxiety, to pull up so much anger out of me, to pull up so much jealousy out of me, pull up so much envy out of me? Why am I getting this way? Maybe it's a message for me to get on my grind. Get on your grind. It's your time. Don't worry about how this one is doing it, how that one is doing it, how this one is saying it, how that one is laying it. Find your moment. Jump in. 2 feet now, not 1, so don't half do it. Do it in a way that you know you'll get your message across. However that may be, whether it's to sing a song, whether it's to dance a dance, whether it's to do a trick, whether... I'm going to send you, matter of fact, I found this amazing magician online on YouTube. And I was so amazed what I saw. And it made me think, if this can be done by man, and he was a young man too, not an old man, not somebody that's been here a while, but a young man, and he did this trick flawlessly. Now, how many hours he put in order to make it come out that way and just flow in such an amazing presentation was beyond me. But what I witnessed was something that made me think and say, well, if this can be done in this way, what makes me think that those that have the know-how cannot make us believe what they want us to believe, when they want us to believe it, how they want us to believe it, and it is real and something that we should believe. Now, many mysteries have been coming up. We've been watching many things on YouTube and gathering knowledge here and there and saying, well, how does it all equal up? Some have even lost their lives, believe it or not. Now, I am not calling out any particular acts or any particular deeds or anything like that. Like, I've seen specifics on YouTube. And we can get caught up in all the stories and all the mayhem and all the, oh God, of what is going on around us and what we don't know, what we should know, how much we should grow. And here's something to help you do it. But Empire NYC wants to keep it real. Real in such a way that you are still powerful, you are still strong, you are still remembering your oneness in every moment, every second, and that every action, every gesture, no matter if it's just staring, is a power moment. Is an influential moment. It's an inspiring moment. It's a come along with me and grow moment. It's not how much you know moment. It's how much you remember. When we remember from where we've come, there's no place we can't go. That's a quote. Write it down. That's I's quote. It just was born that second. I can't wait to listen back to see what it was. But that's how it happens. That's an example, people. That's an example. We're all travelers. We all have some place to go. We all have something to say. We all have something to do. We all have a way to make it all come together. Just so those that are looking upon us can say, oh, okay. But do you need to hear that okay? I used to hear that okay, but not anymore. I think the older I get, the less I need it. I don't need that great job. I already know it's a great job. You know why? Because my intentions are right. When my intentions are right and your intentions are right, everything you do is right. Even if it looks wrong to some folks, even if it doesn't make sense to some people, even if it's over somebody's head. Say what you're supposed to say. Do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Be who you are. And doggone it, you will have everything you need, everything you want, everything you desire. There's nothing you can't call into reality. There's nothing you can't do. So I hope this little message, and you decide on what size you want it to be in your mind, really opened some thought process doorways within your subconscious or in your conscious mind. But what matters most is that we remember just how much we are needed by everyone in existence, whether on this planet or someplace else. We're not the only ones, folks. Don't let it all end and begin here. There was someplace else that it was very real for you too at another time and space. And I'm sure there will be more after this. So don't get caught up in this. Don't make this the end all. Don't say if it's not working here, oh my God, I'm done. What am I going to do? It's only one shot, one shot, one shot. I hear you just as clear as my name is Stephanie Scott. I get it. And I just find myself just thinking over some things. And I find the more I think over things, and I remember some of the things that either was said to me, or that I read, or that may have been just something I experienced. But there has been many, many things that I have experienced that most of you wouldn't even believe I experienced. And I'm sure you have your own stories too. And that's another point I want to make. It's so important in this day and time for us to share our stories. We watch reality TV that doesn't tell really the meat of someone's situation that made them, that was a catalyst in their life to really take them to another level of who they really are. How they were able to survive. How they just kept their belief to such a level that pulled them out of the grips of their own mind prison. Notice I said mind prison. We blame it on the devil. We blame it on people. We blame it on situations. We blame it on illness. We blame it on everything but, you. It's all about you. So when things go right, say, hey, I think I'm doing all right. When things go bad, take a moment. Reflect. Sit still. Breathe, for God's sakes. How many people don't take the time to just breathe? It's so simple. We breathe so shallowly. You know why? Because our minds are racing. We're trying to figure out things that we weren't built to figure out. We're trying to understand things that we were not built to understand. But if we learn to let it go, let it go. I know we hear it all the time, and even I say, oh God, how much can I let go? I mean, is there that much in there? But yes, there is. Just as long as it took over 50 years for all that crap to get in there, it's going to take some time to get it out. So I'm not going to say that I can really, I'm not even going to sit here and say that I know what it's all about. I have all the answers. Come to I Empire. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I have walked through many trials and errors in different situations and life situations, be it relationships, be it street life, be it abuse, be it the entertainment industry, be it the corporate world, be it real estate, investing, to be a little more specific. These are things that I have experienced in my way But I've also listened to and taken the time, and still do, listen to those that are doing it on a grand scale. And those that are movers and shakers and leaders of leaders. And as we know, the best teacher is the best student. So I'm always learning. I'm always learning. I'm always learning. I never say, oh, that's enough. I got it. I never say, oh, you can't tell me. I already know that. Do you really? How many times you listen to a song and you think you understand the meaning until you live that thing, and then you really get the song lyrics, then you really understand the song, and you've known the song for years. At least you thought you knew the song for years. Now tell me that's not true for you. And if it isn't, you're not on this planet, because it's happened to every single person that breathes. It happens in life. We really don't understand something until we experience it. We can hear someone's situation and say, I understand. But if you had a similar situation that you experienced, so you get the mindset, you understand maybe how they've gotten there, you can even suggest some ways to get out. You have some answers to some people that need you. So this is what I am trying to impress upon you. Never trying to impress you. So just get that out of your mind. Never ever trying to impress you. That's why I didn't get my hair all together, get my makeup all done right, just so I can come on camera and impress you. I'm here to impress upon you the importance of remembering your oneness. And you may say, well, what does she keep saying about this? Remember your oneness. Remember your oneness. Remember. I see the face all frowned up. I just did it because I was mocking you. Well, just being silent. Everything comes out of nothingness. If I can put it to you, share it with you that way. Everything comes out of nothingness. We get our biggest ideas and aspirations and ideas and imagination and all of these things out of silence. We can hear and see and experience things that trigger our muse to create. But we are natural creators. There's no such thing as, oh, I don't have any talent. There's nothing I can do. Everybody has something they can do. It doesn't have to be quote unquote popular. It doesn't have to be the best video. It doesn't have to be the best message. It's your message. Somebody out there needs to hear it. So I hope this message is falling on the ears of those that need to hear it. I hope this message is going to bless you beyond your own comprehension. Maybe something here resonated with your spirit and can take you to the next level. I can't share too much here, but I hope you come to IEmpireNYC.com and inquire. Check us out. Come on. It won't hurt. It'll cost you absolutely nothing to just come and see what it is we do. And contact us. Reach out and ask. Because we want to know, I want to know, how can I help you remember your oneness and do what it is you were called here to do. And that can be numerous things. Doesn't have to be just one thing. Man always wants to put us in a box. Come out of your box. Much love, much respect, peace always, love infinitely.